Right, so let's talk about another term we've been using quite a lot, and that's this platforms versus projects. Do you understand it all, Peter?
Matthew, I've got to confess, I've only been an analyst for about 45 years, so obviously some things have bypassed me and my knowledge. But Pete, I was at an event last week, an analyst briefing session for one of the major software vendors, and people got really uptight about, was this product a platform or was it just a product that was being provided? And this dialogue went on for about 15 minutes, and I was kept thinking, well, how does this benefit industry? I'm a CIO. What do I care if I'm using a product or a platform?
Well, I think for many people think platforms is actually our software, or it's a software layer in many ways. But at the end of the day, a platform is ultimately a reusable capability. So it's leveraging what we've already got to build a better platform on top of that in many ways. Projects are designed for a specific outcome at the end of the day, but platforms are designed to augment what we've already got and leverage that across different parts of the organization. So take, government departments, right? You might have 20 different government departments basically all doing the same thing with different systems, different software in place. A platform approach would be really starting to look across all of those environments and building a consolidated capability. So instead of having 20 projects on 20 systems or 20 platforms, you would ultimately have 20 projects on one platform. So enable that sort of reusable capability around computing and driving much greater efficiencies on how that's used.
So why is that different from having a software library or something like that you can use? This is what gets me about the IT.
Because it's not a software thing. It's it's everything. It's software, it's storage, it's servers, it's resources around that. So it's of everything. So building a software library is a project.
Yeah, but then you reuse it.
Yeah, but allowing people to access a software library and at the same time access an HR capability, for example, within an organization, delivered on one platform, you're then ultimately developing and delivering multiple projects on a single computational layer.
How's that different from an architecture then, when you've got sort of a system of modules linked together to comprise a total system?
Well, you could argue that is a platform if it can be reused, but the an architecture is the design of the platform.
Yeah.
An architecture is a map.
It's
a drawing. Right, which is nothing without the sort of endpoints on it. Yeah.
Okay. So I've got that together, that you've got something that's integrated, you've got a building platform to go forward, you've got everything integrated in terms of where the data flows between the systems. Okay, so have I got the full picture?
I think you pretty much got it. I think ultimately it's leveraging what we've got to deliver better capabilities across a wider sort of scope of the organization.
So what's the takeaway for the CIO then?
Takeaway for the CIO, I think, is to really have a much better understanding about what projects are happening within the organization. That could be within tech, within HR, within admin, whatever, and figure out how the overall sort of technology layer that we have can deliver capabilities to all those areas. Because at the end of the day, what we've got now, particularly in this AI era, is every department's building its own stack.
Yeah.
Right? So we're driving...
But it always has. It always
has. That's the whole thing. That's why this platform versus project conversation is coming up, because a project is what HR will do. A project is what admin will do.
That's what IT has done.
Exactly. Yeah. But a platform approach is how the organization can leverage all its tech assets to deliver multiple projects.
Well, here's the challenge then, Matt. How do we get that holistic view? I mean, it can't come from the departmental level, because everyone's got their separate KPIs and how they're going to be valued in the organization. You need someone who takes that totalistic view of what the organization needs.
And you need, ultimately, most organizations, they need a common business goal.
Yeah.
Right. So how can a platform approach help them deliver that common business goal? And then everything else should roll up under that.
Well, my fingers are crossed.